Okay, I need to clear up a couple of things, and I wasn't very expansive about them in the previous video. So lucky you, you get another video, hopefully very short. First thing, allow me to call your attention, if you aren't already aware of it, up above on the top of the screen, that is what is referred to as the toolbar. Mine is much bigger than yours because I've got a lot of stuff from my FS 2020 community folder. But one of the things, the thing that we're concerned about right here, see this little square icon? Yours will look just like it. That contains the EFB, the electronic flight bag. You click on it, this is what you get. Now this thing looks like the old Garmin 530, but it's not a Garmin. It's an FS 2024 native thing. That's your electronic flight bag. It contains not only this little moving map, but all kinds of other stuff that we'll get to later. Specs about the airplane, the weather, the airport you're at, all kinds of stuff. The map right now is the main thing that we want to be concerned with, okay? And I figure it's pretty hard to, while you're flying and you don't have a hand free and you're holding onto the joystick to get up here to do this and click it. So I have mapped it to the V key, which is like I'm hitting the V key right now. And it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. Now, if you don't remember, go back to the previous video where we went through that. You go to the controls, and that should take you right through that. When I'm talking about the Garmin panel close, this is what I'm talking about. The entire panel is one instrument. This is a Garmin G1000. It is considered one instrument, but within that one instrument, it contains airspeed, which when the airplane's moving and it's alive, you'll get on the left side. Watch where my cursor is. Altitude is over here. You have your DG, and then over on the side, you have all kinds of stuff that you don't need to be concerned about for the moment. Your autopilot stuff, your flight director, heading, altitude, nav, vertical nav, what's that one? Approach control, back course, a bunch of crap that a lot of that I don't use either. There's a whole bunch of other headings. As you go on, if you want to stay with us and be interested in developing more stuff, you'll get into all that. But this whole part, when I'm talking about the Garmin, this entire panel is the Garmin. Okay, so let's just go for a flight. This is about all I've got that's of any use to you. So we're going to go for a flight. I'm going to show it in action once again. Over the nose. All right, here we go. Full power. I'm hitting the F4 key. And so I'm going to find out if I was right about brakes are on, brakes are off, kicking in a notch of flaps. And once again, I don't look at the airspeed gauge, although at the bottom left of my monitor, there is an airspeed readout. I'm just seeing how does it feel. I'm watching the pavement go by, and she'll fly. Panel close. Panel close. Okay, now we're down to, now let me see if this works. Oh no, it's not working. Oh, I gotta figure something else out. I thought that by getting rid of the yoke, I could make that, okay, go away. Over the nose. Over the nose. Okay, we should be, last time, we were able to control it with, yeah, okay, I can still do that. Okay, so let's have a look at the map. Oh, we're already off it. Okay, fine, let's turn out. We'll make an approximately 90-degree turn. There's the cardinal plants. I'm headed toward the river. Yeah, okay. Panel close. See what our altitude is. We're only 300 feet above ground. And you're kind of slow, Louis. Full power. All right, all right. Scroll down. Okay, there we are. Oh, we got over the nose. Yeah, that would be a better option. All right, all right, all right. Picky, picky. Okay, you see down in the bottom left corner, right now it's saying airspeed 70. I don't know if you've got all that stuff on yours or not. That depends on a lot of factors that I don't fully understand myself. Okay, hitting the V key again. Okay, now we're making some sense. And we're approaching the river. Okay, I'm going to turn downwind. So what's my altitude? Altitude 1700. I should get a little higher. But see, as I said to you, Peter, I'm just watching your technique with straight and level. And I'll be the first to admit mine isn't that great either. But it's essential that you be able to master, at least to some degree, straight and level flight. Now see, I could never push the cursor up. I've got to have that V key. And as I said, refer to the previous video. That's where I went into that in some detail. That should be clear to you. Okay, now see, you can see here I'm going down the river. The airport's off to my left. It's nowhere near time to turn base yet. So we'll just get rid of this. And we'll fly for a while. Where's the river? We're at 2200, almost 2300. That'll do. Reducing power slightly. I'm just going to stay straight and level. I'm at 2381, 2380 something. Doing 52 knots. Well, I think we can go a little faster than that. Okay, let's look at the map again. Hit the V key. No, the airport's just off to the left. Let's see, if you had the autopilot, the autopilot was active, you could then hold down spacebar and move your mouse, and you could look off to the left. You really don't need to be bored with the rest of this. I don't think I'm going to do anything the slightest bit interesting from here. I'm just going to go around and land. So I just hope this clarified that a little bit. And I'm also thinking it won't do us any harm at all if you just come back over here and bring your joystick and have another hour of dual flight. Maybe I can show you some other stuff. I'd be more than happy to, but I'm not going to push you on it. Okay. Time to turn base. I know only too well that there's just only so much of this you can handle at a time. Sometimes you get sick of it, you just don't even want to think about it. Believe me, I've been there. Okay, let's have a look now. Straighten back out. Hit the V key again. All right, let's just keep going like this for a few seconds. Whoops, no, you turned the wrong way. I'm seeing at the bottom off to the right where it shows my altitude. If that's not showing that for you, I'm not going to use, whoops, just hit the, I'm just hitting the movement arrow, 2940, too high. Over the nose, over the nose, over the nose. I think it's just about, yep. Time to turn final, reduce power, and commence descending. And wait for the airport to come into view, which it should do pretty soon. Here, airport, airport, airport. Where are you? Oh my God, there you are right there. Okay. We're in gliding distance. Flight idle. Minus. See how I just hit the down arrow a little tiny bit. Now I can see the airspeed and the altitude, and I can see over the nose, which is what I want. 80, 79. And kick a little power back in. Or that's, you won't be landing at 82. Okay, I'm flight idle again. See, it's always blowing me off to the right. I don't know why. I've got weather set to off. It's like there's a wind out of the west, which is the prevailing wind. 63, looking good, looking good. Bring her down, bring her down, bring her down. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Fly to the end of the runway. Come on, hold it off, hold it off. Oh, it's a little rough. But we didn't die. It's the wonderful thing about flight simulator, you don't die. Okay, that's it. Got the brakes working now? Yep. Okay, I'm pausing it. And that's the end of this video.